Hi again folks, how's all doing? This is a Hornby P2 that was sent to me by a chap called George. He said he bought this at a toy fair and was told by the seller it was a hesitant runner. However, when George came to run it, it seemed to be completely dead. Let's turn on the power. Absolutely nothing. No, not a sausage. And nothing on the ammeter. So let's shove it into the shed and we'll see if we can see what's up. Alright, a P2. Haven't looked at a P2. This is the unfortunately named Cock of the North. I'll be moderating the comments. So this seems to be in excellent condition. Very clean. Absolutely nothing visually wrong with it at all. Nice model. It's a Hornby Railroad model, but yeah, seems very nice. But why is it not running? We shall endeavour to find out. How does this body come off? I've got a little screw down in there. I think so. There's a hole in this front bogie that gives access to the body fixing screw. And way down in there, which seem to be very loose. Let's come out. Nothing's fixed to the body, I don't think, so probably just going to lift out, nice and easy. Ooh. Well, I can see the problem straight away. That's not a blanking plate, that's just a plug from a DCC chip. Somebody's just cut the DCC socket out and not fitted a blanking plate. So we'll stick an 8-pin blanking plate in, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's stick this in. See if it goes now. Pop this on. There we go. That drive axle's kicking though. Yeah, this axle is kicking quite badly. So I think we'll take the brake rods off and we'll get a wee look inside, get a wee look at the axles just to check the drive gear in case there's a wee split there. Because we all know how common that problem is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws on the underframe. That's just nuts. Actually, it's not the drive axle that's kicking. Well, it's the one that's got the... Oh! I've just spotted something in this. I think I see why it's kicking. Look at the cranks on this thing. Talk about Hornby being cheapskate. The cranks aren't actually connected. They're just dummy ones. I've never seen that before. But I think this crank is hitting the rod. So we'll sort that. I have never seen that before. Dummy cranks. I mean, I suppose it makes it easy to take apart. This is going to come out with the pickups, I think, so. Yep. It's actually got a nice big gear in it, so that's fine. The axles are all clean, lubricated. So there's no problem there. So we'll pop this back and just leave all well alone. Pickups are all in good condition. That one's got a wee bit of polystyrene stuck in it. So you can just see this crank is hitting that rod. So give it a bend up. It should be okay. I think that one's all right. Put these brake rods back on. Yeah, it's not kicking now. So it was just that dummy crank was bent. So an easy fix, somebody just cut out the DCC socket and not put a proper blanking plate in. It's nice to have an easy fix. Seems fine. George did say that the seller told him it was an intermittent runner. We'll see how it goes. Let's go and pull it out of the shed. Okay then, let's bring it out. So there we are, that's George's P2 sorted, an easy fix. Stick a blanking plate in and bend a crank that isn't actually a crank at all. You know, if you're not at all familiar with DCC, then it might not be obvious when something needs a blanking plate or not, or what you're actually looking at when you take the body off a locomotive. I know the first time I looked at a DCC ready model, I was a bit puzzled, and you know, I was sure to go and familiarise myself with the whole DCC thing afterwards. And it's still something I don't profess to know an awful lot about, but at least I think I know what I'm looking at these days though. But yeah, the moral of the story yet again here is don't listen to sellers at toy fairs. Treat every used model at toy fairs, exhibitions or off eBay or wherever as a probable problem model and expect to have to do something to it or get someone else to do something to it for you at some point. The front bogie in this proved to be a bit problematic. It was derailing on curves and points initially. It's a very silly design with 2 pivot points and very little up and down movement. You know, it just seemed to be sticking a lot. So I removed the front screw from the underframe, which slackened off the tension on the bogie enough to allow it to move more in all directions, and that seems to have solved it. Don't know what Hornby were thinking of with that design, I really don't. Otherwise, this is a very nice locomotive, and I was just glad it didn't have split gears or a burnt out motor like so many other locomotives I've looked at recently. Okay folks, I shall get this packed up and sent back to George, and I'll catch you later.